Ed, we've just heard the news that you're stepping down as chairman and director of the club. Could you just tell us a bit about that decision?
3 years I've been chair of this football club by Boxing Day, which has flown by. It's been a wild time. We were in the Premier League playing Aston Villa when I came in as chair. At the time I came on to the board and suddenly I became the chairman very suddenly, and I said to Delia and Michael, I can definitely do it for a year, and it's been 3 times as long as that. But I said to them in the autumn that I thought 3 years was long enough, that I had a lot of filming commitments happening in the new year. There'd been huge amounts of change, and the right thing for me to do now was to return to the season tickets, which we've had for loads and loads of years. But I've been so proud to be part of the leadership of this football club in the last 3 years, and I'm going to carry on being an ambassador and a vice president of the club as well. So I'll still be involved as well as a supporter, and I'd just like to thank everybody, because all the staff at Carrow Road, all our fans, the board, Delia and Michael, the playing side, they've been so supportive. Even in tough times, we've always stuck together. There is a sense of togetherness and community at this club, which I've been to now, to so many away games around the country. You never feel quite the feeling you get here at Carrow Road. And so it's been a great honour to be the chair of the club I've supported all my life.
And as you say, it has been 3 years, and it's been quite a challenging 3 years for the club as well. But it sounds like you've really enjoyed your time here. And are there any sort of particular points that really stand out for you as highlights of your time in the role?
Goodness me. I mean, I have loved every day. If you'd said to me when I first came here, 6 years old, to see Leeds play in 1973, I'd be chair of the club. Actually, I think back then I'd said, what does that mean? I'd rather play. And unfortunately, that never quite worked out for me. But we've always, as a board, tried to keep looking at the long term, even when our income was falling because we got relegated, tough times with changes of managers and chief executives. But if you look at the way in which our academy is now, bringing talent into the first team, and the bond, the supporters supporting us with the academy bond. If you look at the way in which Stuart Webber has transformed our recruitment policy, if you look at the way in which now Daniel Farke is playing the kind of football that Norwich City has been famous for over the years, I think that shows the changes have been great. What high points and low points? Well, I don't think I've ever got over the game in the Premier League where Liverpool beat us 5-4. We were 3-1 up, and then we equalised to go back at 4-4, and that final Alana goal, and it was such a blow. I mean, amazing playing Liverpool in the Premier League, terrible losing to them, and games in that run in Arsenal and Man U where we could have done it, maybe we should have done it. I don't think I've felt an excitement in the last few years. I mean, the playoff final before I was chair was great. I was up in the Upper Barclay when we scored the goals against Wolves to go into the playoff final back in the early 2000s. But the atmosphere here for the Millwall game a couple of weeks ago was something really special. And we were losing going into extra time, and everybody in the stadium thought we could draw. And then when we equalised, everybody thought we could win, and we did, through a brilliant passing goal. And that sort of belief and passion and commitment and togetherness, it's an amazing thing. And it's here now at this football club. So I'm confident I'm stopping being chair at a really good time for the football club, and it'll be for the next generation of leaders to take this forward in the new structure. But we're in a good place.
Yeah, and we had the AGM a couple of weeks ago, and you were obviously re-elected as chairman then. Are you able just to talk to the fans about the decision to be re-elected at that point?
Well, it was a really good AGM. It was an AGM about the last year and the next year and all the strategic things which we are dealing with. It was not an AGM which was about any one individual, especially me. I had said to Michael and Delia back in the early autumn that I thought I should stand down at my 3-year anniversary. We decided I would see the AGM through, because that is about the last year where I've been the chair of the board first and foremost. And it was much better to get the AGM done, celebrate what we're doing, deal with the tough questions, and at next year's AGM, the board will be able to answer those questions, but next time without me. So it would have been, we could have announced it at the AGM. I think that would have been a diversion, a distraction. I didn't want that. Nobody wanted that. I think this is the right way to do things.
And as you said, you'll still be here until Boxing Day. What have you got in the pipeline then after that? What's next for you?
Well, I'm still going to be here after Boxing Day because we've had season tickets here for very many years, and my dad and my brother and my son and my nephews and nieces and cousins and uncles, they all come. So I'll be coming to games home and away, and I'm really proud that the club's asked me to carry on as an ambassador and a vice president of the club. I've been doing quite a lot of TV this year. Did a BBC programme about Trumpland, and I've got BBC projects which in the pipeline. I'm going to be travelling outside the country for quite a lot of the first 5 months of the year. Sadly, can't tell you them yet. The BBC's got to announce them rather than me, but there's a lot going on. But wherever I am in the world and whatever I'm doing, I'll be supporting Norwich City. And over the years where I've been the chair, but then before that a supporter, I've watched games from international meetings in Washington and Indonesia and South Africa and Berlin. I got into real trouble during Strictly Come Dancing because I watched on my phone the Norwich Wolves 5:30 kickoff at Molineux when I was supposed to be watching the live show, and they panned to me, the BBC cameras, thinking I would be cheering on the dancers, and I was actually cheering on us beating Wolves away, and they didn't think that was really appropriate. But to be honest, I just said to them, look, I'm really sorry. I'm the chair of Norwich City, I'm a fan. That's what I'm going to do. So, and wherever I am in the coming years, however long I've got, I'll still be a Norwich City fan and cheering them on.